Hello. Hey Tina, so about the Prismacolor Colorase, I was able to find them on Amazon. I don't know if they'll be available for you as well, but that's where I found mine, at least I'm in the States. Salem, thank you so much. Yes, I have also been able to find them on Amazon. If you guys didn't know, the Prismacolor Colorase color pencils are like almost exclusively the tool that I use to sketch with, and they had been discontinued as singles, I believe, like sold as singles. And I was really worried because I thought that meant they were just like being discontinued altogether. But it looks like they're being sold as sets. So yes, I was able to find a set of just the Carmine Red in like a pack of 12 on Amazon. So yeah, that will be my mode of operation. But yes, thank you for letting me know. Excuse me, sorry. Ooh, phew, I was scared I was late. Honestly, I was worried I was going to be late. Hello. Also, I finally caught a live. Yes, thank you. Welcome. Hi. I have never been this early. Hey, Tina. Girl, I have the football game to get ready for. Best believe you'll be in the background for it. I won't be able to type, though. Hey, all. Oh, thanks for joining. I am not a football fan, but I'm honored to be part of your experience, I suppose. I appreciate it. I've not been able to catch the streams in a while, but I've watched them after, so I'm glad I'm here. Thanks for joining. I'm glad to have you here. I made a poll asking if you guys preferred today or the upcoming Friday, and the vote was in favor of Sunday, which makes sense because I'm sure most of you have the day off. I bought 2 packs of them, LOL. Now I have plenty to use. Packs of 24, I think. Yes, I will be devastated if they actually ever truly go on, if they're ever truly discontinued, because they are my favorite. But yeah, thankfully they can be sold in sets, and I'm happy that it's like you can buy the set of like just the one type, because I'm not interested in the other colors personally. This is the only one that I'm interested in. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I just realized I forgot to grab my sharpener. So let me just grab that. Here. Whoa, okay. My screen like went blank for a second. I was concerned. Yes, okay. I was hoping to sketch with you, but I'm literally peeling potatoes right now. Aw, well, at least I can keep you company while you make food. You're keeping company while I prep beef stew for tonight. Ooh, lots of cooking happening. Love that. I don't blame you, because I personally am not a fan of cooking, so I always also need to have some kind of like thing playing in the background in order for me to feel motivated / engaged with cooking. I have a question about light sources. Do you use reference or pick a source and style it to fit the aesthetic of the art? Both. I would say that I usually try to have a light source in mind, but I've been trying not to be like super rigid about it and take like artistic liberties, because I find that if I'm being really realistic about it, sometimes it doesn't necessarily serve the illustration in the most aesthetic way, if that makes sense. So I try to keep it in mind, but it's not something that I am super loyal to, if that makes sense, since my art style is not super like hyper realism. So I'm not overly concerned if some of the lighting choices that I make are not realistic, but it's good to have like something in mind. Hi Tina, how are you? I'm good. I have like a little tickle in my throat for some reason as I start this live stream. Maybe because this is my first time speaking for the day. But I have my water here, so should be okay. I've tried several of the Colorace colors, and red is easily the best, I think. I agree. I've tried the carmine, I've tried the vermilion. The vermilion red is good, but not my favorite. The vermilion runs like slightly more warm, whereas this one is more like a true red, or like slightly cooler, I guess. And then I've had the blue, like the light blue, like a cyan, and the magenta. It's like fuchsia, I think. I don't remember. It leans kind of purple. Those ones are not my favorite. I think the lead is harder from what I remember, but I had to buy a new sharpener the other day because my prior one quit on me. LOL, I did use it a boatload though. Yeah, sometimes, you know, the art supplies just run its course and you're like, gotta move on. But this one has lasted me a really, really long time. And I think it's Staedtler? Yeah, Staedtler. Staedtler is a very reliable brand, I find. My baby Rengoku, we love the little flame boy. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, for those of you who were not here last live stream, I drew characters from memory, and I'm very glad that you were able to recognize Rengoku, because when I ended up doing the side-by-side after the fact, I was like, oh, I actually got a lot of things wrong. Like, in my mind, I thought I got it right, but his hair is like more mullety, but yeah, and then like the Kuromi I got wrong. The Powerpuff Girls were like not quite right either. This is Grimjo from Bleach. And yeah, again, it's like, it's really interesting how you think you know what a character looks like, and then when you start drawing them, you're like, wait, do I? And then you compare them, and there's so many things that kind of went wrong. But I guess the core elements are there, so you can recognize them enough. But what did I want to do today? Today, I wanted to, I think, maybe we'll do a couple more to fill out this page, and then use alcohol markers. So I have these Copic Acrea markers that I used I used Posca's and Molotow markers here as well last time, but I want to try and challenge myself to only use the Copic. And then I also received the Copic sketch alcohol markers that I have not tried out yet. I have a handful of random ones. These two were sent to me by a follower a number of years ago, which thank you so much. And these ones, I don't remember how I acquired them, but I actually don't have a lot of experience with alcohol, like Copic alcohol markers. I've used many, many other brands, but not Copic specifically, which is interesting because they're like kind of known to be the alcohol marker brand. So it'll be interesting to really put them to the test, but also see what I can come up with this like very limited color palette. I say very limited. It's not actually that limited, but it is limited for me as someone who typically uses like a set of like 100 colors. So he has the brother's brows, but he's a real iconic character. Yes, yeah, I was joking that I gave him like the Renji eyebrows, like Renji from Bleach, which was a mistake, but teen me never thought I'd have Copics because of how expensive still are, to be honest, but I have a lot more than I realize now. Yes, exactly. When I was younger as well, like it was the dream to have Copic markers, especially as someone who was a big fan of anime and manga, and that was sort of the standard. And yeah, they're just, they are expensive, but they seemed completely out of reach for me when I was in high school. And now it's really, really cool to have been contacted by the company and like sent markers. So that's like a fun full circle moment. But the question is, as a warm-up exercise, who should I draw next from memory? It can be, I'm open to whatever comes to mind, so long as I actually know what it is, because otherwise I would not be able to draw from memory. I'll brighten it up maybe after I sketch, because my sketch lines are quite light. Toph. Ooh, I love Toph. I did draw Toph in a YouTube video last year, I think. So I feel like she might be too close in my memory. Faye, Cowboy Bebop. Oh, love Faye. That's a fun one, actually. The accessibility of RX and Ohuhu stuff is so nice. Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been using quite a lot in terms of alcohol markers for the past however many years now, because they've worked with me, and two, they're so affordable and also really, really good quality, like for the price. But again, maybe when I use these Copic markers, maybe my mind will be blown. Who knows? I may be Bleach biased, maybe Renji. I feel like we already have a Bleach character, so maybe we'll have to save Renji for another time. But I do love the Bleach bias, because I am also a Bleach biased girly. Vash, Trigun, Wirt or Greg from, are we thinking of Over the Garden Wall? I'm trying to remember who is who. I haven't seen that show in so long. I have not watched Trigun in its entirety, either series. I started watching the old one, and then I started watching the new one and never finished either of them. Alucard. Okay, that might have won me over. I'm obsessed with Alucard from Castlevania. Dabi. Oh, Dabi does give Grimjoe energy a little bit. Okay, wait. What? I'm wondering, because the thing is, I am also limited to what markers I have here. So do I have the colors to do Alucard? I'm not even sure what does his outfit look like? I'm like I can only picture like his face and his hair. I have no idea what the rest of his outfit looks like, which I guess is the fun part of drawing a character from memory. So let me just test these out. Okay, yes, that could be good for his hair, right? He's very pale. Okay, yes. And then I want to say his outfits, it must be black, right? Probably. A la carte from the new season would slay. I have not seen the new season yet, but I'm excited to watch it. I heard that the animation looked slightly different, or they made him look younger or something, right? I'm not sure. But okay, we're gonna do a la carte because I have never drawn him before. So I think that poses a good challenge. Although, do I have room for him? We'll do our best. Thank you for the suggestions, friends. I do love Toph and Faye and Dabi, but I think we're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna go with a la carte. I don't know if you saw my last comment, but I have a Marshall brand called Master's Touch. They're like $6 a marker. I will never financially recover from this. I've never heard of that before. It's great to know that there's a lot of alternative options out there. I've never played the Castlevania games because I'm not a gamer, but I enjoyed the Castlevania animated TV show. So that's what I'm basing it off of. But from my understanding, I think a la carte pretty much looks the same in both. A part of me, I feel like the shape that I have here, it kind of has to be like this, but it feels too same with Grimjoe. Maybe I draw him like face on. No, but then it's like kind of weird with the, yeah, never mind, with the Powerpuff Girls here. Let me see, can I actually, maybe, oh, you know what, maybe I will do him maybe I'll have him face this way, but then his body will be, yeah, okay. I think that could work. This is my warm-up sketch for the day, so we'll see how face on or side profile. Yes, yeah. I think I'm gonna do like not full side profile, but like more than 3/4 turning, I think. How is everybody? How are we holding up? I know that there's a lot going on, but I hope everyone is hanging in there. We had like quite a cold spell here in Toronto, and I think we're now kind of leveling out again, but we were experiencing some serious cold weather for a little bit, but thankfully I think it should be a little bit more bearable when I go outside today. I feel like, is this posture a little bit too? I feel like a la carte is more, you know, elegant. Hey, how's it going? Hello, I'm good. How are you? The snow in the south was a shock. Yeah, Florida, right? That's crazy. That is crazy. Just getting over a nasty cold. Oh no, I'm glad that you're getting over it though. It is that season, at least in Canada anyway, for colds and stuff. I know obviously not everyone is in winter, but we are in winter for Canada, so. So from what I remember, the art style, especially for the Castlevania, the noses are very long and sharp. And Alucard, definitely just like sort of a calm, reserved, relaxed, neutral expression. Generally. Hello, hello. Hi, I have a question for you and your friend Cosmic Spectrum. You two draw really good. Thank you so much. Yes, I am friends with Cosmic Spectrum. I am not with her at this moment, but yes, we hung out on Wednesday with a bunch of other artist friends, and we went to a workshop where we made these like animal keychains. It was really, really cute. It was super wholesome. Yes, I am in PA and over the cold. Unfortunately, I feel you. But the saving grace, I think, for me right now is that it's finally staying lighter a little bit longer, because it used to be like pitch black at 4 p.m. But we're now seeing the light last just a little bit longer, which I'm very appreciative of. Alucard is very, very pretty. So that's the main goal. If I'm remembering correctly, definitely heavy eyelids. Kind of a sleepy vibe, I think. I have to study, so I can't stay, but hope you have an amazing art live stream. Thank you! Good luck on studying. It's summer here in South Africa, and I can barely move. It's so hot. Wow! I am sorry to hear that. Dealing with, like, extreme hot is not fun. I definitely would rather be a little bit too cold than too hot. I'm watching the live on my TV and commenting on my phone. I'm just chilling while drawing my OCs. Espen X Clara. Oh my god, I love that. That is so funny. I always forget that people watch me on their TV, which is funny because I watch YouTube on my TV all the time, but it's kind of a funny thing to think about. So I appreciate you watching and commenting. Gonna move the eye a little bit because I think it was a little bit too close. I think the trials and tribulations of doing traditional art, not being able to just lasso and move things around. but I think the spacing of that makes more sense. Tuesday and Wednesday was brutal. Exactly. And we were out and about on the Wednesday. It was poor planning on our half, but we didn't know it was going to be that cold. It's gray in Britain as always. Aww. Oh my god, my babies, ATs, they're in London right now, I'm pretty sure. You're breathing their air. Not that, I don't know if that's relevant to you, but I'm watching on my Switch and commenting on my phone. Oh my god, I love all these multitasking devices. So funny. The Switch has a slightly larger screen and I can use my phone to do something else. Commenting. Oh, yeah. That's so funny. So, I posted my Korea vlog recently and I went to like an Animal Crossing collab aquarium experience and it was so wholesome. And someone in the comments was like, oh, you should totally play Animal Crossing. And I told them, or no, I haven't replied yet, but in my brain I replied. I will reply at some point soon. But I was thinking like, I would definitely not be opposed to playing Animal Crossing. I'm sure it's adorable, or I know it's adorable. I'm sure that I would love it, I should say. But the thing is, I don't have any gaming devices, so it seems a bit silly, I suppose, to buy it just for Animal Crossing, but I have heard it's a fun time. I'm now realizing that doing a warm-up sketch with no reference at all and trying to draw a character from memory is maybe not the move, especially a character that's so beautiful and I want to do justice. But here we are. Like something's not right, but I'm not sure what it is. The majority of my playtime on my Switch is Animal Crossing and Zelda titles. That's fair. Zelda looks so beautiful. I watch Cosmic Spectrum a lot on my TV and I watch her videos over and over again, but I do like to watch your videos as well. Appreciate it. Thank you. I made sure to join this live to push my chibi sticker agenda. Have you thought about it some more? Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You are not the only person who has mentioned turning my chibi, I'm assuming you mean my like the outfit chibis that I drew of myself into stickers. My friend actually had also mentioned that as well. And yeah, it's like, I'm so flattered, but also the, you know, there's a part of me that thinks, is that narcissistic? Is that weird? Do people want stickers of me? But at the same time, like the way that I drew those chibis, like to me, it's like less, it's not entirely me. It's like a caricature of me. So giant eyelashes, that's what's missing. You're so right. He's not yassified yet. Yes, those ones. Oh, thank you. Those outfit chibis are so cute. You could always direct those into Momo if you're insecure about that. I'd love to get my hands on them either way. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so nice. Yes, I have thought about it because I will for sure be doing a part 2 because the Korea vlog was I only have done part 1 so far. So there will be a part 2. Okay. You know what? Honestly, let's just give him some hair. I don't know what I think that'll help. So for sure he has a middle part. I know, and it's like very floofy. Is it? I think it's kind of curtain bangy like this, I think. He's gonna end up looking like Sephiroth, right? From Final Fantasy. Or Sashomaru, I think. We'll see, we'll see. Something's off though about the proportions, or like the, I don't know what it is. Something's off though. But again, I think I haven't sketched in a little bit, in a few days, so I feel not warmed up yet. Hello, and funny enough, I was just listening to one of your podcasts to then see this YouTube live stream. Oh my god! Aw, thanks for listening to the podcast, Jay. I appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, I have a podcast on my Patreon. So if you're interested in hearing me yap, are you doing Toronto Comic Con in March? Oh my gosh. Y'all, I applied to Toronto Comic Con literally the day after it was done last year, hoping that, you know, getting an application in as early as possible would like increase my odds. It didn't. I got rejected. Which is such a shame because I used to do Toronto Comic Con all the time. So sadly, I am not doing it, even though I wanted to. I don't know. They did not accept me. There's like a plethora of possibilities as to why I wasn't accepted, but I can confirm that I will be doing Toronto Fan Expo in August, thankfully. So if you're Toronto based or Toronto area, I will be there. And I'm happy to report that I recently got the acceptance email to OTA Fest in Calgary, which is pretty exciting because I've never done that convention before. I've also never been to Calgary before. So I'm really looking forward to that. Y'all are you're hearing it first. I have not told anyone about that except for like people in my real life. So if any of you happen to be going to OTA Fest or live in Calgary, yes, you could tweak them if you wanted. I really want cute/cool fashion girl stickers for my planner and Kindle. Aw, you guys are hyping me up. I love it. Thank you so much. I'm like more and more, I'm like, maybe I should do it. Because otherwise, I don't really know what else I would do with them. So he kind of is blonde Sephiroth with the sale, right? Yeah, he is. I have your Gorgon, Gemini, and Libra stickers on my water bottle, and my second bottle needs some love. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. With the sword. Yes, exactly. There do be something about a beautiful long-haired man with a sword, right? Sephiroth, Alucard, Sashomaru. Hydration break. Oh yes, thank you, Salem. I appreciate it. Hydration break for us all. Damn, sorry to hear that. I recall you mentioning in a recent video about how hard it has been to get into cons/artist alleys as of late. Correct. It is very competitive. Oh no. I used one of my streak freezes on Duolingo. I guess I forgot to do Duolingo yesterday. Sad. It's okay. I'll do my session after the stream before I go out to dinner. You know what I need to do? I need to look at this in a mirror. I need to like flip it because there's something's wrong, but I'm not really sure what it is. Like I need to make sure that he's at peak beauty, you know? That's the most important part, is that he's as beautiful as I can possibly draw him. Maybe? Tina, just do it, girl. Okay. I will, after I do the other batch, which will be next soon. It's already, February is like upon us. It's crazy, like almost. I keep hearing so many people are being rejected lately. I don't know what's going on with cons. It's just like so many people are applying, I guess, and doing the thing, which, you know, I'm obviously happy to see a lot more people are, you know, achieving their dreams to also be, you know, doing art and design for work, but it does make it competitive when there's only so many spaces. Wow, okay, I am struggling today. Actually, when am I never not struggling, actually? Again, I thought Alucard was going to be easy in terms of character design, because it was just like long, blonde, beautiful hair. But I do not remember anything else. I'm pretty sure his, like, chesticles are out. But I don't really remember what his outfit looks like. Although, we're not really going to be drawing much of it anyways. I think he has a scar on his chest, right? Something like that. Do I want his... Maybe I want his whole torso facing profile. Let's see. Calgary is nice, small downtown. Definitely need a car to get around. Going there in May for a friend's wedding. Ah, yes. Unfortunately, I do not have a car, nor do I drive. But I'll just have to take an Uber, I guess, to get where I need to be. Cons are a little weird now. I saw an AI art booth. I know everyone was upset. Yeah. AI art is, I mean, I don't even want to call it art, you know? It's not, in my opinion, it's not art, but it is really unfortunate that AI has become so invasive and seems to be difficult for people to, like, it seems to be difficult to regulate. I really feel for the digital artists because that's much more challenging to separate yourself from AI art, because I've definitely seen people, you know, post, like, actual digital artists posting their work and then get accused of it being AI, whereas for me, because I'm primarily a traditional artist, it's I have physical, tangible proof that it's done by hand. I want to say his hair is... I feel like he probably has more going on with his hair, but I can't remember. Like, it's not... I don't think it's perfectly straight, right? It must have some kind of, like, wave or texture to it, if I'm remembering correctly, or layers or something. You did say you wanted to make more merch. You can do lots with the cheapies. I'll shut up now. You are right. It's true. It's like I already made the art, so I might as well do more with it. You are correct. You're welcome. I don't have water right now, but I have a Monster Energy, and that's got water in it, so it counts. It's a liquid. It might not be hydrating you necessarily, but it is a liquid. I am not excited to see AR at a con. Surprised that the con allowed it. I think the problem is, I think sometimes the organizers don't necessarily know, which is unfortunate because, yeah, anyway. February is so soon, I'm overwhelmed. Me too. Me too. Alucard from Castlevania. Yes, I am drawing, I'm trying to draw him from memory. That's what this like sketchbook page is me drawing characters from memory, which I had done last time, and so I'm like continuing just to finish the page. And yeah, so someone suggested Alucard. I'm trying to remember what the heck he looks like. I just remember he's got long blonde beautiful hair, but I can't recall exactly what that looks like. I'm also struggling with the face because I feel like there's something off about it in terms of, you know, peak handsome beauty. Maybe higher cheekbone. Let's see. Perhaps. We do have to make sure he's got those beautiful lashes. Actually, wait. Maybe? Blonde gothic biche. I mean, yeah. Love it. Downtown Calgary can be pretty walkable depending on where you stay, so you should be all good, Tina. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I'll have to figure out like my lodgings and all that stuff. I'm hoping I can find someone to split like a hotel with me. My friend had also applied when we were hoping to do that together, but unfortunately she didn't get in, so sadly I will be going without her. I am gonna grab just like a darker color pencil so that I can do that, and then we can finally color, because I think we're just gonna go with that. I am a little bit annoyed that I made him, like, he scaled up a little bit, like he's a little bigger than the other two characters on here, but it's okay. That always happens. I want to say that you and your friend should not give up on your art, and she should focus on her comic first and then do other things, because I know that she was going to give up on her art. Oh, yeah, she actually told me that she's going to be focusing on her comic this year, so no worries on that. He's got some bounce. Yeah, right? I hope. His hair is pretty curly and majestic. Okay, I guess maybe I need to get it a little bit wavier. I think this side is better. I think it's a good idea for digital artists to post some sped up drawing clips to dispel any AI suspicion. Yeah, I think that's kind of where they're going to have to end up, or what they're going to have to be more mindful of is, yeah, doing like time-lapse, or at least having time-lapse videos so that they have evidence. But yeah, it's really unfortunate that that's something that they got to deal with. The 6th Espida, pretty accurate. Thank you. Yeah, the Grimjow, the hair ended up being not quite right. I think it was like short, no, spikier. Like there was like more hair going in like a billion different directions. But I do think that his character design is so distinct that it really sort of helps sell it, even though I wasn't quite accurate. It sucks because for arts we shouldn't have to record a process to prove we're making the work. Yeah. The art of recording work, if that's not your normal workflow, can be a struggle for many to stay in flow. Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, even though I have chosen to have a YouTube channel where I actively show the process of my process often, it still affects the way that I work. And I've mentioned this like many YouTube videos before, but yeah, so I can imagine that it's even more jarring for someone who doesn't normally do it. But even for someone like myself who does it often, it's still not as freeing when you're just doing it without having to record. He looks like Hyunjin a bit. Wait, I think you're right. I'm like trying to look at it without the hair. I mean, maybe it's this like speck, because Hyunjin has a mole, right? It's so funny because I remember doing like a different drawing like way back, like years ago. And this was actually before I was familiar with Stray Kids. And I drew this character from like a webtoon. And someone was like, oh, he kind of looks like Stray Kids, or Hyunjin from Stray Kids. And I was like, wait, you're totally right. And so yeah, I don't know, maybe Hyunjin is... his face card is so immaculate that that's where my brain goes in terms of drawing a beautiful face. The proof aspect is definitely an advantage for traditional art. I appreciate you posting live streams and recording, Tina, because I have learned so much from watching your process. I'm glad. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that the live streams are particularly insightful for a more realistic sense of what my art process is like, because when you're watching a YouTube video, it's been edited and sped up and all these things, and so it's easy to kind of assume that it comes really easily or quickly, but the reality is my YouTube videos are often, 20 to 30 minutes long, and then the actual process of making it was like several days. So yeah, whereas these live streams, you can see everything kind of happening in actual real time, where I'm going super slow, I'm like erasing a lot, and you can hear me just thinking out loud of struggling. So yeah, it's obviously not for everybody in terms of viewing experience, because it's so tedious to watch, but it is definitely more realistic for sure. I've loved watching your videos since 2020 and have approached new mediums with more curiosity after seeing your exploration with them, especially watercolors/inks. Thanks so much for being around for so long. Aw, I really appreciate that. 2020 is like literally when I started my YouTube channel, basically. So I really appreciate that. And I love that, me exploring art mediums has allowed you to be curious. I love the word curiosity, or being, curious about exploring new mediums. That's like such a great way of describing it. Because yeah, I think that a lot of us, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and so we have a lot of fear attached to trying new things or going out of our comfort zone. But yeah, curiosity, I think we need that. We need more of that in our lives in general, I think. Also, I think it's coming together. The eyes, now that I'm like really sort of finessing the big lashes, I'm coming around, I think. Seeing the vision. And also try to make him look like a little bit sad, because he is a little bit sad. He's kind of a melancholic character. Hey everyone, a little late. It's been a while since I've joined a stream, but happy to be here. Happy to have you. You've arrived at the good part of me having gone through the trials and tribulations of the sketching phase, and now we're at the part where I'm finessing, and then we'll get to coloring. Did you hear that Curry's closed their last physical store? I didn't know that. That's so sad. Wow. I used to visit Curry's all the time. I did stop going quite as frequently because I worked at their competitor, Dessert. Dessert is a Canadian art supply company, and I worked at Dessert's for many, many years, so I obviously got the majority of my art supplies from them instead. But I would go to Curry's if, you know, there was something specific that I was looking for that Dessert just like didn't happen to have. But that is a shame. It's really a shame to hear about, you know, brick and mortar physical stores closing, especially an art supply store, because I think there is something really, truly so magical about going to art supply stores and being able to see and touch things in person, and also, you know, get the opinion of people who work there about certain brands and supplies and stuff. So it is a bummer, but for the Toronto-based people, there is still Dessert, and there is also Above Ground as well, if you want to buy art supplies in person. God, he's so pretty. He is beautiful. I hopefully am going to be able to do him justice, because that is key. He just needed his yassification. Exactly. Exactly. That's literally what vampirism is, essentially, in most cases, is the being yassified. Which, oh my gosh, speaking of, my friend and I should say, we had started to rewatch the Twilight movies, and when Bella gets her yassification, pretty funny. Just not like funny in the sense of like when she's like yassified, like Kristen Stewart is beautiful regardless, but just like the sequence of her being like a new vampire when she's like running around and stuff, it's just so funny. I feel bad for my OC Espen. They have a nasty scar on their face and had to be hospitalized for it. They need a cane because they're half blind. I'm drawing them with their girlfriend helping them walk. I mean, I think that a lot of people will relate to that kind of character, so it's great to see, you know, a variety. Curiosity truly is so important. I'm always seeking that same level of excitement and curiosity I had for art as a kid. Yay, I'm glad. I think that's pretty much what we all need as adults, is just to recapture that childlike wonder, I should say. Also, I just remembered about my live stream group chat that I have on Patreon, which is open to everybody. You can join even as a free member. I'm just logging in just in case there is anyone in there, because this is a new thing for me. But basically, I opened it up because sometimes, you know, you guys are working on stuff, and with YouTube, the YouTube chat room, you can't share photos, but you can in this group chat on my Patreon page. So I'm just going to open that up in case anyone wants to share their stuff on there. gosh, his hair is fabulous. Thank you. Yes, that was the goal, because from my memory, that is exactly the vibe. So happy to finally start here. So let's, okay, you know what? I don't do this often enough, but I do feel like I need to take a photo, because sometimes, you know, the sketch is nicer than the final result, unfortunately. So we're just going to commemorate that. Okay. Next time I'm in Toronto, I need to go to Dessert. Oh yeah, I hope you I hope you're able to find some goodies, cuz yeah, I have big love for Dessert because I worked there for a very long time. Did you see the Twilight Lego set? What? That is so funny. I did not. Wow. The Legacy. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to do is account for like a shadow. I don't know if I want to do purple or pink. I think purple makes more sense because he's very cool toned. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of layering, I think I'm going to paint around the areas that I think are going to be in shadow. Like for the other characters on, or no, I did purple for him too, actually, never mind. Are you drawing Alucard? I am! Oh my gosh, I'm glad that you were able to recognize him, because I am drawing him from memory, so that's a good sign. Oh, I suggest ContraPoint's Twilight video essay. It's long, but it's so good. You learn so much. Oh my god, that's been on my like to watch list for ages. I love video essays, like deep dive video essays like that, especially while I'm working on stuff. And yes, I've heard good things about that Twilight video essay from them, so from her. So I'm looking forward to watching that at some point. If any of you are also fans of videos like that, I also suggest Jenny Nicholson's Vampire Diaries deep dive. That was also a really fun one. Wow, it's actually so sunny today. That hasn't happened in so long. Like, look at the amount of sunlight I'm getting right now. That's so rare in the wintertime right now. It's beautiful. Alucard looks great. Thank you. Speaking of vampires, I recently saw Nosferatu and it's had my art in a chokehold. Oh, I've heard most people say that they really like it. I have not seen it, but so on the Patreon chat, people post art they're working on. You can, yeah, absolutely. Whether it's art, if you're working on like a knitting project or something. I do just request that we're not, you know, spamming the chat, but I'm like happy to have people post, you know, what they're working on during the live stream, essentially. Like a quick save, you could start back from the photo if you mess up. Exactly, exactly. That's what I always recommend to people, especially if they are working with gouache or like really any opaque medium, because you lose the sketch pretty fast, and it's good to have evidence of what it started out like to set you back on the path if need be. So I think what I'm also going to do is leave some areas open that'll be highlights. So that'll just be like the white of the paper, potentially. We'll see. I didn't do that for the other characters, but I do think that because a la carte is so fair, it makes sense to do that. How are those markers? Do they scratch up the paper? I am not experiencing any scratching of the paper, which is great. I will say that they are like a plastic nib, so I can see them potentially scratching up paper depending on like what type. This is like a pretty smooth, fairly sturdy paper. But if this was like regular like sketch paper that's like primarily for pencils, I would say that's definitely a possibility. But this is like marker paper. It's like alcohol marker paper, so it's pretty smooth, or it's extremely smooth, I should say. It's very, very smooth. So yeah, it works well with paint markers as well. Does take a little bit more time to like fill up larger areas, obviously, because the nib is so small, but the nib being so precise is great for detailed areas. Wait, I really like how it looks on this side. Now I kind of want the highlight to be on this side rather than this side, which was my original intention. Yeah, I feel like I normally have light coming, but I kind of like it from this side. Okay. Let's see. This purple might be a little darker than I would have liked, but trying to use just the Copic markers that I got. Weirdly enough, I get related to a vampire. LOL, I'm pale, but I have freckles. Aw, I think freckles are so cute. The set is the Cullen house. It has the whole family and then a sparkly Edward. There is Jacob in wolf form and human form. Bella's truck is included and also a tree for the spider monkey. That's incredible. Sparkly Edward, key. Tree for spider monkey is amazing. That is so funny. Jacob in both forms. Love that. That is so funny. I love it. How is planning for your February Patreon piece going? I admittedly have not started yet, but I do know for sure that the Patreon February reward will be like Valentine's Day aesthetic. I think I'm going to go for like love potion as the theme, because the theme for Patreon this year is magic, but I also want to do something like Valentine's Day aesthetic vibes, mainly just like, you know, pink and red and that kind of thing. I notoriously actually don't like Valentine's Day as a holiday necessarily, but I love the look of Valentine's Day, if that makes sense. I'm very torn about how to approach like the darker areas of his face, because like he's so fair, but all the other colors are too like vibrant. So for now, I'm just gonna do his hair and then come back to it when I feel like I know what to do with it. I might end up cheating and using my other brand of markers, because I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm working on Zelda drawing Link. Working on a Zelda drawing. Acrylic paint, a little bit water background, and some cool metallic glitter paint. That's fun. Glitter paint's fun. Jay's working on a Draw This in Your Style challenge by Bofeng Lin. Love that. His work is so beautiful. I've been following him for a while, and, you know, just sort of like silently following him, and I think he recently followed me back on Instagram. I was like, oh, that's fun. This a la carte drawing, so far anyway, hopefully I don't jinx it, is looking so much more elevated than the rest of the drawings on this page, which is really funny. It's just like so inconsistent, but you know, I think that seems fitting for a la carte. But yeah, this feels like it's gonna take forever. This hair. Beef stew prep done. Yay. Oh, yay. That's probably gonna be so good. I feel like a beef stew just sounds so hearty and warm, especially in winter. I mean, it is winter for me. I'm not sure about you. Have you tried the Ohuhu bleed proof marker sketchbook? I haven't actually. I have a few Ohuhu marker sketchbooks that have been sent to me, but they're not any of the bleed proof type. So that is very interesting. I have yet to hear about other bleed proof sketchbooks other than this Crescent Render marker sketchbook that I'm using. So it's cool to see other brands in the market, because I've heard that the Crescent Render is inconsistent. For example, this sketchbook that I have is not perfectly bleed proof. You can see on this side of the page, like there's a bunch of speckling from this side. But I have heard other people say that they have perfectly bleed proof ones. Unfortunately, I don't. So I would definitely be interested in checking out one that is more consistent. Which, oh my god, speaking of, I didn't realize until recently that the 3rd season of Vox Machina is out, and I was like, why did nobody tell me? So I'm excited to start watching that. Or I'm watching, like, I'm on the first couple of episodes. But yeah, I never listened to Critical Role, the, like, podcast, but I'm really enjoying the animated TV show. A pale blue for the shadow could also work. Oh, there is a blue. Hold on. Let's see. The blue is, it's not a pale blue, but it is maybe, it's pretty, it's quite like turquoisey. Or even, actually, there is a gray. There is a gray in this set. You know what? For a vampire, gray might be the move. Let's see. It might be the same. It might be the same tone as this peach color, though. Let's see. Wait, this is gray, right? Yeah, okay. I was just making sure it wasn't silver. Although, if we were drawing Edward, then a metallic silver could make sense. Ooh, you know what? I think that works a lot better, I think. Yes, I think so. I'll just have to, like, commit to it in other areas of the face. Yes, I love that idea for February. Can't wait to see how your idea comes to life. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably start working on that next week. No, this week. This week. Yeah, I'll probably start working on that this week. These are like paint Copic markers. Yes, exactly. How about Galentine's Day? One of my friends recently got divorced, so we are going hard on the Galentine's this year. I love that. Galentine's has been a tradition for me for the past like several years, and I love it. That's something that I do enjoy. So my friends and I this year are going out to dinner. We're going to be going out on the Saturday, so the 15th. And yeah, we're going to get dressed up, go to like a fancy dinner spot. And yeah, in the past, we've done like more low-key Galentine's Days. I think, what did we do last time? Last time what did we do? I think I hosted and we did chocolate fondue, I think. There was an era of time where we would go to, or we would order pizza because they did heart-shaped pizzas for Valentine's Day. It was so fun. One of my favorite years was when we watched Spice World. That movie is insane, but like a staple of my childhood. It is a wild movie. Like, ain't no way they'd be making a movie like that today. Oh, I just realized I forgot to leave out white parts for the shine on his hair. But I can use an actual white paint marker too. Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? We're doing good. Talking about Galentine's Day. Same, never seen Critical Role, but love Vox Machina. Yes. Do you have a favorite character? Like a love potion plus toxic love theme for February. Yes, totally. That's hopefully the vibes, for sure. You know what I might try to do? Especially for the hair, because blonde, like fair blonde hair is kind of challenging as well in terms of shadows. I might just use a colored pencil on top just to like give it a little bit of dimension rather than another paint marker. I think that could be a nice touch, perhaps. How did you and Chris Hong meet? I love her art too. Yes, Chris and I met because we were mutuals. Like, we've both followed each other on YouTube and Instagram for a little bit. And then a number of years ago, she had moved to Toronto, which is where I live. And she knew that I lived here. Like, she didn't move here for me, obviously, but she moved to Toronto and then was like, just like literally just sent me a DM on, she slid into my DMs on Instagram and was like, hey, like, I just moved to Toronto. Last I knew, you also lived here, and do you want to go grab bubble tea and meet up? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, absolutely. And we've been friends ever since. And then that's actually how I met Cosmic Spectrum, was through Chris, because they were already friends. Like, they've been friends for many, many years. And that's also how I became friends with Mako House, if you guys are familiar with her, Kim. And yeah, it's been so nice to have other artist friends, especially ones who live in the city that I can, you know, spend time with in person, but also they do work that's so similar to me in terms of, you know, having the online shop, doing conventions, doing YouTube and that kind of thing. It's really nice to have that kind of community so that we can bounce ideas off of each other and just have someone in your life who understands what you do for a living. 'Cause I have a lot of friends who, you know, have just like very different types of careers and jobs. And sometimes, you know, they just don't fully understand and they can't really relate to what I do for a living. So it's nice to have that variety. Now, Alucard's eye color. Are they also just like gold? Like, are they just like are they similar to his hair color? I think so, right? I don't remember them being like red or anything. Unless I'm just like remembering completely wrong. But my impression or my memory of Alucard is that he's just super pale in like all of his features. The other thing I'm wondering is if, yeah, like this brown just feels too warm. Amber gold. Ah, yes. Okay, thank you, friends. I kind of had a feeling it was something along those lines. Oh my God, it looks so silly when the pages curled up like that. It's supposed to be like this. Maybe I should grab like a clip to keep it down. Let's see if this is big enough. It's not. But then this clip is huge, but I think that's the only way. Oh, sorry, I have not been keeping up with the chat. I've been working on Valentine Pokemon sticker designs for my kids to hand out this year. Last year I did pastel spooky Valentine's Day stickers. That is so cute, Jen. I love that. I hope that your kid and their friends come to appreciate how special that is, because that is so sweet. Random question, what are you drawing to get out of an art rut? Honestly, pretty boys is a common one, I think. Whether it be like anime, like handsome anime characters or beautiful K-pop boys. Something that I am currently like hyper fixated on, because I think to me it's something that like brings me a lot of joy, and it also sort of like taps into that like inner teenage fangirl that kind of started my love of art in the first place. So I think obviously that's like very hyper specific to me. I would say that would be the piece of advice I'd have though, is to like tap into what kind of got you into art in the first place, or like, yeah, like what were you into as a kid? Because there's just something sort of, you know, nostalgic about that. So yeah. Hence why I'm drawing a beautiful, beautiful boy right now. Beautiful, ethereal man. I do believe, if I remember correctly, that his eyelashes are also blonde, but I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna make them slightly darker. I'm just gonna, yeah, put in the paint marker for now, and then I'll use like a colored pencil or something to sort of deepen it. And then I guess I will use this brown for the top half of the eye, and then use a different one for the bottom half to kind of give it that gradient. And then we kind of have that shadow in the eye. So I have never celebrated Valentine's Day in my life. Usually I don't even know it's happening. Yeah, that is totally valid. Yeah, the past many years, I've done Galentine's Day, where I just celebrate it with my friends. And we just have like a girls' day or girls' night. And that I have quite enjoyed a lot. Even though I spend time with my girlfriends, or my female friends, like all the time anyways, but it's sort of an excuse for us to make our hangout like a tiny bit special, extra special. I'm curious, would you happen to have a Hobonichi techno planner? I've been so intrigued by people using them as art journals, but the price. I keep hearing about Hobonichi, but I don't really know anything about it, so I am not on the Hobonichi train. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was pricey, but yeah, I've seen a lot of discourse about it and people posting about it, but I genuinely have no idea. I just use a bullet journal. So I have this is a Leah Lexan sticker that I got ages ago, and I have it embossed with my handle on there. But this is a Leuchtturm, I think is how you pronounce it. Some people pronounce it like Lecturm or something, but I think it's pronounced Leuchtturm. But yeah, it's just like a dotted, like a plain dotted planner. And then I put in my own, like, trying to find, I'm like, does it matter if I show you guys my calendar? Probably not, but actually, yeah, I can show you my February because there isn't really, I haven't really done anything on it yet, but so I just like plan it out, or I do it myself, and then like have to-do lists and whatnot. But it's like not super aesthetic. It's like pretty bare bones. Hello, hello. I pretty much started off with fan art, but I went into fashion art. I feel like I tapped out on all my ideas on this theme. You could combine them. Maybe you could do fan art, but with like a fashion twist. You know, make like high fashion versions of the character or something. That could be kind of fun. I'm just throwing out ideas. I'm not sure. He is the son of Dracula. Correct. The new Captain America movie is coming out on Valentine's Day. I'll celebrate by going to see that. There you go. Love going to the movies for Valentine's. Why not? Yes, I use Lucterm too. Love them. Yeah, they're just like very consistent, like good notebooks. And they come in a lot of really, really fun colors. I need to acquire, I think, a couple more colored pencils to finish this off. But otherwise, I kind of like it. And I think I'm going to keep it kind of minimal. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? I need to draw, or I need to fill in his clothes. That's the other thing. Which, I think it's just black. I think. Shiny leather black. I think, if I'm remembering correctly. This is a little bit of a cop-out because you can't really see the outfit anyways, which helps because I don't really remember what it looks like. So we're just gonna basically trying to decide how I want to map out the shiny parts. And then we can pull up a photo of him, or photos, and see how close I got. And for those of you who have no idea who this character is, you can see, you can understand what the reference is and see how close I got. Jisoo is gifting us with her new music on V-Day too. Aw, cute! I'm very happy that the Blackpink girlies are getting to be active and put out new music and stuff. Because I know for a while they weren't able to do that as much, so. I appreciate your idea. I will try it. I do have alcohol markers sitting on my desk wasting away. Perfect. Yeah, and the thing about alcohol markers is I do think that they will dry up over time eventually, so you definitely want to get use out of them while you can. Yeah, weirdly enough, I'm kind of liking this sort of half finished look to it. Hold on, let me just grab. Just grab all of my color pencils, basically, and which I know I am cheating a little bit here, because I think in my title of the live stream I said only using Copic markers, but it's okay. I think it's fine. Artistic liberties. Let's see. What do I want to use here? Not something too warm. Literally fighting for my life with everything dropping back to back soon, but still thriving as a blink. Just gonna be poor. That is tricky, eh? When all the girlies are doing individual projects. Because instead of buying one thing for the entire group, you're buying like multiple things. But it is exciting to have lots of music and content to consume. It's okay, it's for the art. Exactly. You just gotta, sometimes you just have to, you know, you just gotta go with what makes the most sense. Thank goodness Ohuhu decided on selling refills. Yes, I do love that because it's much more eco-friendly and probably cheaper too. My kitten just sneezed and startled me. I'm glad I had my pencil picked up. I forgot she was in here. But she was napping, so it makes sense. That's so cute. I find it so cute when they sneeze. Okay, I think for... Let's see. I have this like really pale kind of purpley color. Maybe let's try that. Oh, yeah, it does not want to doesn't want to show up exactly. Let's see. I must have something else here. I have this one. Not really, but it's okay. I'm going to... Okay, honestly, let's just... Back. I stepped out to remove the snow on my car. I'm not going anywhere today. It just needed to be done. He's beautiful. Thank you, Claudie. Good idea on removing snow on your car, because I'm sure that buildup would be a nightmare to deal with later. So I'm sure your future self will be really happy that you did that. Yeah, thankfully today here it is sunny and no sign of snowing. There's still like a little bit of snow on the ground, but not much. I'm going to meet up with my friends later for some all-you-can-eat sushi for dinner, which I'm looking forward to because it's been an extremely long time since I've done all-you-can-eat sushi. So I'm sure by the time that this live stream is over, I'll have worked up quite the appetite. Which is pretty much always the case. Like every time I finish a live stream, I'm like starving. So all you can eat sushi will be perfect. Just tuned in. Is this the diva from Castlevania? It is. It is that diva. Absolutely. I'm so glad that you recognized him because I drew him from memory. That was sort of the challenge for this sketchbook page. So I'm glad that you recognized this diva. Oh my god, so jealous. I want sushi, always want sushi, and then forget about the pain of being stuffed after. I know. I'm like, I'm anticipating that, so I'm gonna wear like definitely something with a stretchy waistband for sure. I'm late. Hello, welcome, welcome. Nice, yum. It's a sunny and snowy day in Quebec City. Oh, you know what? That's really beautiful though. That's a beautiful like scenic view. I hope we're done for the snow for the rest of the winter. I mean, I would be okay with that. Don't even watch it, but the hair is just chef's kiss. Thank you. Yes, okay. You know what? I think I'm pretty much good to go on that. So let's Google Alucard and see how close I got. Alucard, Castlevania. Yeah, I don't play the game, but I've watched the Castlevania TV show. So that's what I was basing my memory off of. Oh, this makes so much sense. Because I was like, I do not remember what his outfit looks like, except for that it's black and it's like leather, but it's like this huge collar, which obviously vampire vibes. But you know what? Not bad. I did forget the little curl. There's like a little tendril. There's a little curl. I did know that he had his chesticles out, so I got that right. And like the super fair. But yeah, he definitely has more hair like in the face. The other thing, I can just do it now, but I forgot to give him like bottom lashes. Also, his eyebrows are much more like kind of angular, but that's also kind of a style thing. There's obviously like different versions of him as well because of the video game. Wait, is this what he looks like in the new one? Oh my goodness. Wow. Very, very fair. Different style. Okay. Interesting. My version looks more soft than this version. This version is much more like a little more aggressive looking. Oh yeah, the scar. Shoot. I even said that when I started drawing him. I was like, I know he has a scar on his chest. Totally forgot to include that. But you know what? Not bad. Not bad. Mizrak is everywhere on Twitter. It makes me want to attempt to watch Nocturne. I'm definitely going to watch it for sure. I enjoyed the first two seasons of, or no, the first season of like Castlevania and then Nocturne season 1, right? Yeah. Snow is just so unpractical, and what for? It is really unpractical, but I do have friends who like take advantage of it, you know, like with snowboarding and sledding and things like that. I don't do that anymore. I did as a kid and I loved it, but I don't do that anymore. Have you seen Nocturne? Jesus, it's intense. I've seen the first season. I am looking forward to watching the rest though. I'm watching Castlevania over again just to relive Belmont and Alucard together, right? Loved it. Loved it. Yeah, that's my thing, is I liked the main cast in Castlevania more than Nocturne so far. But we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. I know all vampire media is influenced by every other vampire media, but he reminds me of Lestat from Interview with a Vampire. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I can totally see that. I loved the 90s version film of Interview with a Vampire. I've heard really good things about the TV show, but I have not watched it yet. Damn, he looks intense but glorious. Glorious is a really good word. Yeah, 100%. Glorious is correct. The structure of his face was reminding of Hyunjin. Thank you! Oh my god, it's so funny because somebody else said that earlier. For the non-K-pop girlies, let me pull up Hyunjin for those of you who are like, who is this man? Hyunjin... How do y'all feel about Hyunjin's buzz cut? I love it, actually. I'm like trying to find a blonde to get the full effect, right? Okay, yeah, wait. Oh, hold on. For the full effect. Hyunjin. I see it. It's the pouty lips. The ethereal beauty. But his, like, blonde buzz cut right now, I'm into it. It's giving bad boy, for sure. I obviously loved him with, like, the long black hair, too, though. I mean, he's stunning, so he can literally pull off anything, honestly. I apologize if you didn't know about Hyunjin's buzz cut and you're finding out just now. It's Hyunjin in a wig, basically. It basically is. Wait. If anyone goes to a Hyunjin fan meeting, please bring him an Alucard cosplay. I love that buttercup shaped like noob Saibot. Yeah, the Powerpuff Girls from memory is a little bit cursed, not gonna lie. When I looked it up later, I was like, oh, this is wrong. But love the Interview with a Vampire TV show. Very graphic, though, be warned. Yes, that is the warning I've received. And I don't love super, super graphic violence, but when two blonde, long-haired divas maximize their joint vampiric slay, 100%. The artist from the game, when Alucard got introduced, she said Vampire Hunter D was some of the inspiration for it. Oh, I love that. Yeah, all the vampire content just it's all cyclical. Okay, please continue the vampire chat. I really need to use the bathroom and fill up my water because I've been chatting a lot. But I will be right back with more water and more vampire chats. And we'll draw something else next, obviously. Oops. Didn't mean to show you guys my desktop. Okay, I am back with more water. Korean K-pop idols. Yes, they're so beautiful. So beautiful. Interview with the Vampire TV show is amazing. Totally worth it if you're not bothered by blood. I'm not bothered by blood too much. It's just sort of like, yeah, like really intense gore is a bit, I get a little squeamish about it, but the Powerpuff Girl shapes are really hard to do from memory. Their shapes are so specific. Exactly. That is exactly what I learned in doing the, like, drawing from memory is just the shape language in these, like, really, really simplified type characters is so important. And it really just shows how, like, simple styles are not inherently easier necessarily. Like, they have to be really, really honed in. So anyway, this is the full spread. I'll probably, like, I don't know, there's some gaps here, but I'm not really sure what I'll do with that necessarily. Maybe we'll have to do maybe more like mascot-y type characters or something in there. But yeah, as I mentioned this earlier, like the a la carte is like on a different level. It's like so much more elevated than everything else on this page, which is so funny, but also very fitting for a la carte. We didn't see anything to worry. Oh yeah, the desktop, honestly, it's just like what you guys can see, more or less. We're on a theme here. Her little icon also being a vampire, I think. Yes, that is true, actually. Yeah, the vampire agenda has been part of my life for a long time. In a way, he kind of reminds me of Jesse McCartney, and that is who I love. Oh yeah, that's so funny. I don't know if I see it. I understand Jesse McCartney is also very cute, blonde. But yeah, that is so funny. Okay, so originally, I definitely want to switch over now to alcohol markers, because these are two sets that were sent to me by Copic, and I have not used them yet, so I'm curious about that. And then these are markers that I just already had, so not a lot, but it's a very interesting selection of colors. So let me put these paint ones away. But honestly, I really like how this a la carte turned out, actually, which I was not expecting. Okay, so hey Tina, just wanted to drop in and say hi. I can't stay long, doing a D&D session. Love the drawing. Hi Alston. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Have fun playing D&D. I was actually mentioning earlier how I have been watching, or started watching, the third season of Vox Machina, which I'm not sure if you're familiar with Vox Machina. I forget. But Vox Machina is based off of a D&D campaign, so that's fun. It feels very topical. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, so as I mentioned earlier, these, unfortunately, my Crescent Render marker sketchbook is not, like, entirely bleed proof. So kind of how I combat that is I save one spread to use alcohol markers, and then the next spread is paint markers, or like something that doesn't bleed through, so that they're not competing with each other. So I'm gonna save this spread for another expressions page, which is long overdue, but I didn't know that. Thanks, see you later. Twilight, The Vampire Diaries, I have watched it with... Oh yeah, I was big on Twilight and Vampire Diaries back in the day. I just, like, all the teen vampire content, I probably consumed it. Oh my god, these faces are so cute. Thank you. Yeah, this was a YouTube video that I did, I think already in 2023 maybe. But basically there was like this like character expressions sheet that I come across that another artist had done. And so basically I had asked my patrons, I think, for character suggestions, and then we paired it with like an expression. And so yeah, I turned this into a whole YouTube video, practicing expressions. I want to do it again on this side with different set of characters and expressions, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. So in any case, I also have lots of live streams from 2023 that I had done, like these like favorites spreads. I love the Sokka. Thank you. Love the Rukia. Thanks, guys. Yes. All the babies. All the babies. I remember this live stream. Yay. Thank you. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Speaking of. Wow. This is such a good segue. So this spread. So yes, 2023, April. I went to Japan for the first time, and you guys are all hearing it first. I'm going to Japan again. Yay! I'm literally going in April of this year, so it'll be exactly 2 years since the last time I was in Japan. And yeah, it all kind of came together pretty quickly in terms of like, I originally had no intentions of going to Japan, especially because I had gone to Korea in October. But yeah, I had two friends who were like, yeah, we're going to Japan. Did you want to come with us? And I kept like trying to find excuses of why I shouldn't go, because I was like, oh, like I just went to Korea. I don't know. But I loved my first time going to Japan. I've always wanted to go. I've been wanting to go back because there's just so much to do. So yeah, I'm going back to Japan. I'm so excited. Your layouts look like a magazine. Oh, thank you. When Super by 17 just came out. Yes, exactly. Wow, so exciting. Thank you. Tina, make an art book with your sketchbook spreads or the Zodiac portraits from last year. Yes, I'm planning to do a Zodiac portraits zine for sure. That's going to come sometime this year. Probably, I want to try and do it like soon, maybe in the next like few months. I did a Zodiac series a few years ago as well that I'm going to combine. I'm going to combine both Zodiac series into a zine, so look forward to that. I do think a sketchbook zine or a sketchbook art book actually would be kind of fun, because I have so many of these like really kind of full elaborate spreads in here that I think could be good for that. But that'll be so many projects, so many ideas, so little time. But yeah, so basically we're just gonna keep going through here and find a spread that I can use. Oh yes. Oh yes. Well, I'll come back to this page another time. I did Jinx on a live stream not too long ago, and I definitely want to draw like Vi and probably Echo on here as well. But because I have like this like limited color palette, I think I'm going to save that for another time. So instead, okay. Yeah, okay, so this is, yeah, all color markers. This will be, yeah, okay. So go like this. Oh my god, is that Jackson Wang? It is! It is! Wait, should we go back? Should we go back? Okay, let's just go back for a little bit. Hold on. Yes, I saw Jackson Wang in concert, like his Magic Man concert when he came to Toronto that year, May of 2023. Aw, man, these were really fun to do, because it really is like a time capsule of what I got up to that month. Have you seen GOT7's comeback? Yes! Python! Da, 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 da. Yeah, so fun. So fun. I'm like a very casual GOT7 fan, I would say. I'm like only familiar, like very familiar with Jackson Wang, familiar with like some of the other members. I think I might be a JB girly. He's just very, very handsome. But anyway, very excited for them. It's like, it's pretty monumental. Anyway, okay. So, so jealous. I want to visit Japan one day. I hope you get to. Japan is incredible. I have 2 vlogs that I did for my first Japan trip, and I did like a Japan haul. And yeah, I absolutely loved it. It was incredible, and I'm extremely excited to go back. Yay, hope you have fun. What are you looking forward to doing the most? I am really looking forward to thrifting. I did not really get to do any thrifting the first time I went. And I'm also really looking forward to just like spending more time doing more, I don't know, like kind of everything. I feel like the first time I went, we were really speed running through the trip because it was our first time. I was traveling with a lot of people. And so, you know, we all have sort of different interests and stuff. Like we only spent like a couple hours, like a morning in Harajuku. And I was like, I could spend all day here. But because I was with a big group, I wasn't able to, you know, necessarily spend as much time on certain things that I want as I would have liked. So it'll be really nice to go with a different group of people and hopefully be able to see more and do more. And hopefully we're gonna see some new things. Like we want to do like a day trip to like Kamakura, which I'd never been to before. Oh my gosh, I'm like really, really hoping to get tickets to the Ghibli Park. Last time I went, I wasn't able to get any tickets for the Ghibli Park, but I was able to go to the Ghibli Museum. So yeah, the Ghibli Park looks beautiful. I'm really excited about that. A zine with the monthly faves would be so cute because we were there while you made them on stream. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. A zine of all the monthly favorites, because I have a couple of years worth of those. So that actually would be really cute. So I'm just pulling up a image here, like a reference photo here, that in case you guys want to potentially draw along and also just like see the reference as I work on this. Because what I'm thinking is to, do like a portrait study, and then we can just like really ham up the artistic liberties with it. Because I know a lot of people ask like, oh, like how do you use references? But I think that the important thing about using references is to also like make it your own. So I think if we, like look at this, color palette here, it's like very different from the actual reference photo. So I think that'll be a fun challenge. I loved Python. I love Bam Bam. Bam Bam is so funny to me. Like I really love how he seems so like unfiltered and goofy. I'm also happy to see that he seems happy. Obviously, we had a little bit of a scare when he made that like very cryptic post about, not being well emotionally, but I think it seems like he's doing good. I was gonna say during the vampire discussion, I think you would like Nitara, the vampire from MK1, which is face modeled by Megan Fox. I'm not familiar with MK1. Oh, I'd love to go to the Ghibli Park. Oh, what is going on? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Are you guys... Huh. What is going on? Oh no. How's the stream for you guys? My the backlog here is saying that the stream is not doing so great. I'm not really sure how to fix it though. Seems good. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that, but hopefully. You have freezed a little here and there for me. Oh no. I wonder why. Quality went down. Shoot. Let me... I feel like it happened when I added this photo, so maybe I need to remove it. Let's see if I remove it and see if it helps. I wonder... Mortal Kombat. Ah, okay, got it. Hey, took a little time away, but I'm back again. Welcome back. I'm having some technical issues, it seems. I've never experienced this before on this current setup, so... hopefully... GOT7 as a whole is pretty insane, but in a lovely way. I love that. I am an 18-y, I'm an 80s girly, and so I am definitely not immune to insanity. They are super chaotic. It's pretty good to me. It's still playing for me, but the quality has decreased since last time. When you pulled the picture, it froze for a bit, but now it's good. The quality went down. Okay. So, unfortunately, maybe I will have to not have the photo up? Maybe? Okay, well, not sure. Anyway, I guess I'll just start sketching and hope that it fixes itself. Maybe. Okay. In any case. The stream is fine, can see you and hear you. Okay, perfect. Let's get this back on the road. Okay. That is a shame though, because it's nice for the reference photo to be able to be viewable as well, but now I'm like nervous to have it up, so maybe I won't. Quality didn't change for me. How weird. Huh. I guess it's just certain people for some reason. Oh, you know what I can do? I can share this photo in the Patreon group chat. Also, Jen, your Bulbasaur Valentine's Day sticker is so cute. And Des, I love the colorful like butterflies that you posted. Super cute. Yeah, the reference photo I'm using is from Graphite Studios. Oops. They make, they provide like stock images for artists to use as reference. And what's really nice about them is not only are the photos themselves like really, really high quality, but they also have like really, really nice lighting, and they have like different themes and stuff, which is fun. The one that I'm using right now is like there's no specific theme on it, but Oh, I mentioned this on my Patreon podcast, but something that I will definitely be looking into properly this year is doing YouTube memberships. And that way, for those of you who don't want to join Patreon, you'll be able to have the option to join YouTube memberships and have access to exclusive videos. And the price point for the membership will be the same with Patreon for like the exclusive videos. It'll be basically $5 US. And yeah, I realized I have over like 50 exclusive videos that I've made over the past years. So it'll be good to optimize those and give them another life, or a second wind, I guess. If any of you in the chat room have any favorite things about Japan, let me know. Because my friends and I, we're still in the kind of planning process. We're planning to do Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and then we'll do a day trip to Nagoya, so long as we get our hands on some Ghibli Park tickets. And I think they also want to do a day trip to Nara, which is where the deers are. And what else? There was something else as well. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Kamakura as well, which I am really looking forward to because I've never been there before. We are considering, or no, we were originally considering Saitama, like a day trip to Saitama, because J-Hope is having a concert there, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to be able to do that because trying to get tickets seems kind of complicated. They have a bunny island I want to visit. Oh yeah, I've heard about the bunny island. So cute. I'm not sure where that is. I want to say it might be more north, maybe? Oh, good. Okay, it seems like the stream is back to normal, according to my YouTube backlog here. So I guess, unfortunately, I'll just have to... I'm going to leave the photo not on screen, because that seemed to cause a ruckus. That's such a good sketch. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think I'm warmed up now, and I'm also using a reference photo, so that definitely helps. Does Japan have the zoo where you can hold hands with the otters? Oh, I've definitely seen that video before, or I've seen videos of that. I'm not sure if Japan has that, but I have seen videos of that, which is so cute. I feel like that would heal me. When I went to Japan the first time, we did Arashiyama, and there's a mountain that you can climb up, and there's monkeys that you can feed, but you feed them like through like a grated fence window, essentially, because for safety purposes, because they are wild animals. But yeah, holding hands with an otter, I think it would heal me. think I just spit. Sorry, guys. But yeah, with this reference photo that I'm using, it's more just for the base and the lighting, and the rest I'm kind of definitely taking some more artistic liberties. I'm not really as concerned about making this look exactly like her or anything like that. And that's kind of the thing about using reference photos, I would say, is to not be too hung up about making it exact. And, you know, let your creativity take the lead. I fed a fox on my way home from work on Friday. It was so cute. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. What did you feed it? Who are you drawing? I'm not drawing anyone specific. I am just using a reference photo from Graffiti Studios just as like a study. I had the reference photo up, but then it like broke the stream, so I'm kind of nervous about putting the reference photo back up. So just a random girly. She has super curly hair, so let's so I think we can probably brighten this up a little bit. No worries, I'll just use my imagination. Appreciate it. I did post it in my like Patreon group chat, which is free to join if you want, but no worries. Did anyone watch Squid Game season 2? I don't have the heart. I don't have the strength, I should say. I don't have the strengthened heart to watch Squid Games, but I did watch Trixie and Katya react to Squid Games, which is so silly of me because I'm weird like that. But I got the gist of some of the things that happened in the series. Carrots, lol, they had spare at work for some reason. Foxes seem to like me even when I don't have food. It was magical, I bet. That feels like a Ghibli movie, honestly. Or a video game. That's amazing. Aww. I live in a very busy city, so I can't imagine I will be coming across any foxes anytime soon. But every so often I do come across a raccoon. And raccoons are very, very cute. You know, I just realized I feel like I should have some kind of theme. And I think, because we were talking about it earlier, about Valentine's Day, and how, I'm not like a Valentine's Day girly, but I love the Valentine's Day aesthetic. So I think it'll be fun to give her a Valentine's Day vibe. So now that makes me think, what do I want to do with that? Everything looks and sounds good. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Ever read or watched The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse? I haven't. I live in London, so they're very common here. I think raccoons are the equivalent in Canada and American, honestly. That is so interesting. Wow. Yeah, in my mind, foxes seem much more elusive. But I guess they're... I mean, I imagine they are bigger than raccoons, but not... You know, they're not like a wolf or anything where they're like really, really massive. Kind of random, but do you like musicals? Victoria, I love musicals. I went to see Moulin Rouge recently, like the Broadway stage version in Toronto here, and it was amazing. Oh my gosh. Like I'm already like into musicals. I loved the Moulin Rouge movie, and seeing it on stage was wow. They were amazing. The sets, the costumes, the music. Oh, I was obsessed. And yeah, I'm a fan of musicals. I saw Wicked as well. Like I saw the Wicked movie, but then I also saw the Wicked musical on stage this year, or last year, I should say. I'm just gonna pull up Pinterest really quick for some fashion ideas, some Valentine's Day fashion ideas. I'm just like kind of drawing a blank right now. Sorry I haven't been chatting much. I got real engrossed into my sketch. I'm gonna cry. My gremlins look so cute. I don't got Patreon, otherwise I'd share my progress. You can join for free, by the way. You can join the Patreon group chat for free if you want to share them, but no pressure. But no worries. I'm glad that you were getting into your sketch. That's very exciting. That's a good sign when you're like really in the zone. Let's see. It's very sweet. It's a series of like stories of the boy interacting with the animals and kind of giving cozy words of wisdom. Aw, that's so sweet. I love that. I was actually watching a YouTube video earlier, and it was basically like a video essay about TV shows that were made in service of like selling kids toys. And I was obviously like very aware of these things, but it was just like such a wave of nostalgia hearing this person talk about these different properties, and one of them was Care Bears, and it just reminded me of how much I loved Care Bears as a kid. And it was also a reminder of how like certain things have gotten like redone. Like My Little Pony. Like I grew up with like the kind of more 80s looking My Little Pony, and then it got rebooted obviously in the 2000s, and I know people really like that took off. Like people really loved no. I guess it was called Magic Friends and something called, you know, it's called something else. Yeah, I never ended up getting into it, even though everyone was like, oh, but it's like the same creator, like, you know, people who worked on Powerpuff Girls also worked on this one, but I just didn't like the style, and I think I was just so attached to the original, or the version that I had grown up with. So I had a hard time with that. So I never ended up getting into it. Forgot to say this, but for Valentine's vibes, maybe some hair clips. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, I'm looking at a photo here right now, and there's like a big bow, so I do love that. I think maybe I'll do a bow and I'll do some hair clips. Friendship is magic. Yes, that sounds right. I have so many Care Bear plushies and related items. I'm not even kidding. Cheer is and always has been my favorite, has been my comfort bear. Aww. Is Cheer the one with the rainbow? Is that right? I'm drawing cats while watching the stream. Aw, cute. Love cats. Friendship is Magic is a subtitle to that generation of My Little Pony, but it is the same Hasbro toy franchise. Ah, yes. Okay. I knew there was like friendship in the title. Friendship is Magic. That is very sweet. Friendship is Magic. Did you watch Exo Kitty? Oh my gosh. Okay. I went out for my friend's birthday 2 nights ago, and Exo Kitty ended up coming up a lot for some reason. I guess we're all just sort of, you know, but what was I gonna say? I started watching the 2nd season, and like I knew what the show was gonna be because I've seen the 1st season. But I don't know if it's like worse this time around or if I just had forgotten how the 1st one was, but like some of the acting and dialogue is like cringier than I remember it being. So I'm having a hard time watching it, to be honest. But it's fun. It's like fun. It's not serious. It's just, I've heard people compare it to being like the Korea version of Emily in Paris, which I've never seen, but I imagine I can understand the reference. But yeah, I'm only like a couple episodes in. But how are y'all liking it? Who's seen it? How are you feeling? Cheer does have a rainbow belly badge. Yes, okay, that's what I was thinking. Does anyone remember the cartoon Ultimate Book of Spells and they would ride those flying scooter thingies? That sounds so fun. I'm not familiar with that one, but that sounds really fun. I feel like it was on par with the last season, just more mess. I was punching the air a few times. Fair. It makes sense. There's more going on. I think I want to make her a little bit, yeah, like smiling a little bit more, I think. You know, I just realized, I was like, oh, let's do Valentine's Day. Do I have the right? Yeah, no, actually. I do have a pink and a red here, so I think it's doable. Forgot that was the other element of this whole thing. But considering you guys can't see the reference photo anymore, I'm like, maybe I'm not that attached to it. The reference photo now. So if anything, I'll just go with my imagination. I've worked on an animated TV show that featured horses, and the My Little Pony fandom is to this day so powerful that they helped it get off the ground just because they're so connected as a fan base. That is incredible. I do recall that My Little Pony was so popular at one point that it had its own convention, like just for that specific fandom, which is pretty impressive. I'm trying to decide what kind of hair I want to give her. I'm like, do I want to give her short hair? Perhaps. I think yeah, we'll stick with the short hair, I think, which is what was going on with the reference photo. And I think I kind of want to give her like a little, I think a little choker would be cute with like a kind of brooch. And to me, there's something, you know, with Valentine's Day, there's something kind of romantic about a puff sleeve, so I think we'll go with that. Okay, the choker with the puff sleeve and the shorter hair, it's kind of giving Cinderella a little bit, which is not what I wanted, but the colors will even it out, I think. I don't mind some cringy TV. It was entertaining. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm perfectly okay with cringy TV in the sense that, like, and at the end of the day, TV shows are a form of entertainment, and it's perfectly fine for it to just be, and like, you know, mindless entertainment. Doesn't have to be cinematic or thought-provoking necessarily, and that's fine. Also, I'm currently 21, so I feel like I may have grown up with some of what we're talking about. Like, hey gang, you know how we like horses? There's horses on this one. Let's give it a try. That's amazing. Aww. The My Little Pony fan base is up to par with K-pop fans. I can see that. Yeah, very passionate. I saw someone do a scene of Arcane with Jason Victor, but they redid them in the My Little Pony style. It was amazing. Oh my god, yeah. People love doing that, right? Like giving, like doing My Little Pony versions of other stories, which is, yeah, that is a powerful fan base, truly. There's something about this that I don't like, and I'm not sure what it is. I think it might be that this face doesn't suit the aesthetic that I'm going with, I think. Like, I think the aesthetic that I started doing now is like a bit too cutesy. So, I don't know. Like, there's like a disconnect. Maybe I'm not really sure what it is. I was working on a Desi / steampunk themed OC. I love being inspired by fashion, but all the small details make my brain hurt. I force myself to draw the clothes before the face. Oh yes, like details can be really time consuming for sure. The puff sleeves reminded me of Disney Princess. Yeah, I think I might ditch the puff sleeve. Kind of a 50s vibe maybe. The face definitely has a strong jawline, so it doesn't match the softness. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The face feels really strong, and everything else is like soft. So maybe do we soften her face, or do we make her aesthetic more edgy? Maybe I don't like this hair. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we go more pin-up-y. Some tattoo wings. Ooh, that would be cool, actually. Yeah, take advantage of the fact that we're kind of getting the back here. I'm just gonna pull up some American pinups and see if that might... Yes, I think I'm gonna go, I think I want to go like a more like a pin-up-y route with this, perhaps. Oh, you know what? With us talking about wings, maybe we make her Cupid, kind of like a Cupid vibe. I don't know why I'm like thinking so hard about this. It really didn't need to be that serious. It was originally supposed to be just like a portrait study. Two braids. Braids would be cute too, but I think braids is not quite as pin-up-y in my mind, so we'll save braids for another character in the future. But okay, I think I'm kind of mad that I put her so tight in the corner here, because it doesn't really give me a lot of room for things over here. But I guess originally this was supposed to just be like a study, but I'm gonna move her a little bit. I think maybe we But going back to like the childhood TV shows, what's something that you guys would want to see a revival of? I'm curious, because I was thinking about how, yeah, like the My Little Pony, the revival of it like really took off, which is so interesting. So I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think you would want to get the updated treatment. Although sometimes the updated treatment is not good. Like I remembered they brought back Powerpuff Girls, and I did not like what they did with it. Oh, Rugrats. Oh, I would say Powerpuff Girls, but the newer versions leave a lot to be desired. We're on the same brainwave. Hated the reboot. You're right, Rugrats. That would be really interesting. With like all of the kind of new... Because, you know, the Rugrats, it was very of its time. So it'd be really interesting to see how they would interpret that for the modern day. That would be fascinating. I would not want it to be 3D though. Oof. I'm kind of changing the angle of this. We'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. Having trouble deciding what to do with this. Maybe I just stick to the original pose. I give her long hair instead. None of them, I want to remember them for what they were, not for what they become. That's true. You're so right. I felt that way about Teen Titans. You're right. You're right. Hear me out, Danny Phantom. I loved Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom. You know what I want? I just want them to make more of what it was. You know what I mean? Like, just like same voice actors, same art style, same animation, which I know is like not possible. Like, they're never gonna do that. But that's what I would want. The Rugrats, they did, yes. I do remember the Rugrats all grown up, which was, it was so jarring to see, what's his name, with hair? Okay, this is controversial, but I think I'm gonna just erase her face and like use the base as some tweaks. And honestly, I think I might just abandon that original reference photo. I thought they did reboot a 3D Rugrats. Really? I don't like that. Oh my god, Tina. I know, this is like... This is how it is, though, honestly. Bye bye face, you don't serve us anymore. Bro, I hated what they did to Teen Titans. Definitely 2D animation, but also Jake Long, the American Dragon. I'm sure, Dante Bosco would, like, in a heartbeat, go back and do Jake Long, the American Dragon. I loved that show, too. Okay, maybe the eyes might end up being the same, but I'm changing. We're changing. I'm spitting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna. I heard the Samurai Jack reboot was good. Oh, you're right. Yes, I remembered that getting good reviews as well, and I was like, oh yeah, I should check that out, and then forgot. But you are correct. I do remember hearing about that as well. Do you guys remember that theory where people thought that Professor X from Powerpuff Girls was the same character as Samurai Jack? Like, there was like this theory that he like, it's like from a different, it's like him but an alternate timeline or something like that. I don't remember. I didn't know Dante Bosco was on American Dragon Jake Long. Small world. He's literally Jake Long. Like, he's the main character. Go watch it back. You'll hear it. You'll hear it. I also loved Lego Ninjago as a kid. I never watched that one. I feel like I probably didn't just like couldn't get into the art style of like the Lego, but I'm sure it was great because honestly I love the Lego movie. So I loved the American Dragon, but whenever I talk about it to my friends, it sounds like I'm explaining a fever dream. Well, you're in the right place. You know what felt like a fever dream to explain? Nanalan. But it has now had a resurgence, and so now I don't feel insane. Looking forward for Blue Eye Samurai. Me too. Oh my gosh. I kept trying to convince my friend to watch it. I was like, dude, it's so good. You'll love it. And then she ended up canceling her Netflix account. So she was like, there's nothing for me to watch on there. I was like, watch Blue Eye Samurai. Watch Arcane. They're so good. But you can't force people to watch things, I guess. I mean, I already kind of get her to watch. I low-key force her to watch enough things with me anyway, so. Like, I got her into Jujutsu Kaisen, I got her into Demon Slayer, which she loves. She loves them. But yeah. Bless her. She's a trooper. She loves anime, so it's not, like, that hard. It's just, like, she doesn't want to give the other ones a chance, I guess. I don't know. Katara's voice actor also plays Rose, name's love interest. Yeah, the voice actress for Katara, what's her name? Mae Whitman, she is everywhere. I love that for her. I gotta watch it again. Definitely gotta check it out. There are so many shows like that that got kind of buried. Does anyone remember Shaolin Showdown? I don't remember that one. Does anyone remember Chalk Zone? Because I could have sworn that was a fever dream if I hadn't looked it up. Chalk Zone. Don't know if I remember that one. It makes me think of Sticking Around, though. Stick around. Do 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 do. I'm too oppositional to take Rex on what to watch. As soon as you tell me to watch something, I don't want to. That's fair. Okay, I think I am more into this face. Feels more applicable for the... You know what it is? It's like the Sabrina Carpenter brain rot. I think that's what's happening. Like, I feel like that's what's happening in terms of, like, going for this, like, cutesy pinup vibe. It all kind of feels fitting for Valentine's Day aesthetic. At least that's what I'm gonna tell myself, because otherwise, I don't know. Does anyone remember Monster by Mistake? That sounds really familiar. That definitely rings a bell for sure. Now the question is, do I show her ear or not? I feel like with pinup hair, you usually don't see the ears. It's usually covered up by all the hair, all the big bouncy curls, so... Tina, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your stream, and everyone else have a good rest of your day. Thanks for joining, Chris. Hope you also have a good rest of your day or evening. Good morning, Tina. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. You missed our Alucard drawing from earlier. Let me show you. How are you doing? We drew Beautiful Vampire Man down here from memory. And now I am working on just like a cutesy portrait, and I want to make it sort of like Valentine's Day, actually I should say Galentine's Day themed. And I'm going to use alcohol markers, but I'm going to use what's limited to the Copic markers that I own / received. We're bringing the choker back. And someone had suggested tattooed wings. I think I might give her... kind of want to give her actual wings. Although, I'm trying to figure out how I would... maybe not. I don't know. I was thinking like a little, you know, like a Cupid vibe, but I'm not sure. It's already 3:53 p.m. here in PA. Yes, that is the same time zone that I'm in. So we're encroaching, we're in early evening, late afternoon. A little tattoo. Ooh, yeah, I think that is a cute idea. Oh my god, she literally is just morphing into Sabrina Carpenter, because Sabrina Carpenter has that album cover where she's got the little like kiss mark on her shoulder. Yep, that's what's happening. That's funny. Here in Belgium, it's 21:55. Oh, late. Time zones are so interesting, right? Sailor Moon, heart-ish. Yeah, always, everything I do always has some kind of influence by Sailor Moon, I feel like. Hey Tina, hi Erin. Is this character working late because she's a singer? I'm working late because I'm a singer. We were at a cafe yesterday and they were playing like a ton of Sabrina Carpenter and I was like, so girly pop, I love it. 22:55 in South Africa. Oh wow, really late. Thanks for staying up with me. Oh, pretty. I just woke up from a dream about you doing a live stream. I guess I was thinking about not missing this live too much. You manifested it. That's amazing. bringing dreams do come true. Okay, wait. What tattoo do we want to give her? Do we just want to do... Maybe we'll just give her a little... Maybe we'll just give her a little broken heart. A little heartbreaker moment. Do we remember Marina and the Diamonds, like, heartbreaker era? Obsessed. The chokehold she had on the Tumblr girlies. Me included. Maybe we give her a little mole to represent... Yes! It is giving Marina and the Diamonds of that era. I know she goes by Marina now, but in that time frame, she was Marina and the Diamonds. One of my guy friends' Spotify Wrapped was all Sabrina, so we've been calling him Girly Pop. I was a Marina fan back in the day. Love her. But yes, I loved seeing how so many people's Spotify Wrapped was like Sabrina, Chapel Roan, Charlie XCX. Like the girlies, the pop girlies really took over last year, and I love it. Love Marina. I still listen to her, to be honest. I do too. I haven't listened to her like recently, but I did keep up with, I remember really enjoying some of her stuff post Electra Heart era, but that was my favorite. It was so good. The Heartbreaker era had me singing songs I had no business singing at age 13. Exactly. I mean, I was older at the time. I was in college. when that era was out, because I remember my friend and I going to see her live, which is crazy because Charlie XCX opened for her. But this was like way before Charlie had like the career that she has now. Like, we had no idea who she was when we went to see. Anyway, it's crazy. But yeah, I want them to work it out on the remix, because I heard that they had a falling out at some point. But anyway, I'm pleased. I'm pleased enough with this. So we're gonna use this just to like darken some of the sketch lines here, and then we're gonna finally get to coloring. But also, let's swatch these colors because they are quite vibrant. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use the grayscale set, to be honest, but this is what we're working with. Not very Valentine's Day forward necessarily, but we do have pink and red, so that is definitely a possibility. Let's just swatch them all. Hi everyone, am I late? I did start the stream a few hours ago, but you are just in time to watch me finally color this sketch that I've been working on for quite a while. Sorry for my tardiness. I had stuff to do. Oh no, yeah, you're okay. I'm not saying that you had to be here on time or anything. Happy to have you no matter what time you join. I know that everyone has lives to live, but happy to have you at any time during the stream. I'm not gonna lie, Man's World by Marina healed me. Love that song. Agreed. Agreed. Is this potential Patreon art or just a fun sketchbook sesh? This is a sketchbook sesh, but I would say that this is sort of a warm-up towards the Patreon art, because I did mention earlier that my intention for Patreon February artwork is going to be, the theme is going to be Love Potion, because Valentine's Day, but also magic, you know. But I was saying that I'm not actually like a Valentine's Day girly. I just like the aesthetic of it all. More of a Galentine's girly, if you will. So that's the vibe that we're going for. But yeah, so I think I'm kind of just like getting in the mood for it. So that's where we're at. These colors are so fun. I just realized you can't, I haven't even been showing you guys the swatches. So sorry. Off screen for the very last swatch there. So we have no colors that are really like skin tone, but let's think. We're gonna go, what color scheme do I want to go with? Do we make her green or blue maybe? Like her skin tone, I mean. And then give her like purple hair or something, or pink hair. Maybe. My wrist is screaming, lol. There's so much sketching left to be done. Then it's the line work, then the rendering. My poor wrist. Definitely do some stretches. Definitely do some stretches. You gotta protect your wrist. I was wondering if you were swatching them on the other page. Sorry, I apologize. Maybe pink skin. Pink is definitely a possibility. I feel like I did pink skin recently. For those of you who missed it. Wait, actually, have I shown this yet? Maybe not, actually. This is the Patreon sticker for this month, January. And I did give her pink skin, and we've got this like kind of galactic magic theme, and the glitter accents are back. Super, super cute, super fun. Which, by the way, just for like a shameless plug, if you are interested, you still have until Friday to sign up. This is the sticker. Let me go grab the artwork because I'm pretty happy with it. This was on the YouTube video. So this is the artwork, the theme being kind of like a galactic, yeah, kind of more of like a galactic magic vibe. And yeah, so I went with like a pink skin tone for both of them actually. And yeah, I'm trying to remember to sign my work, but this was really, really fun to work on, and I'm really excited about it. And it's on a wood panel, which is fun. But yeah, so happy to have the kind of black and black like background and stuff kind of match. And yeah, so anyway, that's the Patreon rewards for January. Blue and redhead. True. Do your magic with the lighting. Pink one side, purple or blue on the other. That's true. How about white skin, but use the colors as highlights / shadows? Oh, that's true. Blue skin would be kind of cute. Would be cute, kind of like Cupid from Monster High. Ooh, I like that. She looks so cute. The mole adds so much. Thank you. She's adorbs. Yes. Thank you guys. Pink skin, red hair would be very Valentine's. Oh, that's true. Decisions. Okay. I will say, I think because, again, we're working with like a really limited color palette here, I think I might go with blue as the skin tone because I actually have two different blues here so that I can have like a base and then a shadow. And then I'm thinking pink hair, red accessories to go with the Valentine's Day theme. And then that way this little heart, this broken heart can be red, which obviously it could be anything, but for, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think. But I appreciate everybody's suggestions. It's always very helpful to decide, to help me decide. Now, let's see. I think I'm gonna leave areas out for highlight. Now you guys get to see in action the way that like this paper, everything looks darker at first and then it like lightens up as it dries, which is always really interesting. I do kind of enjoy that we're going in this like funky skin tone route because then it just gives it a fun twist, I think. It reminds me of it's gonna remind me of what's it called? The Daft Punk movie, Interstellar 5555, right? Unfortunately, I already have a brace, so I might put that on for a while. I develop carpal tunnel from overusing it. Reckon I'll put my brace on, give my hand a break. Yes, that is definitely a good idea, because you don't want to hurt yourself. Yeah, that's kind of my worry actually with I've been thinking about taking up knitting, and I got to acquire a bunch of supplies from my aunt, which is great. But I am kind of worried that it's like, am I just like adding to yet another hobby that's going to like strain my wrist and my hands and stuff. So we'll see. I just realized this is kind of bright actually, so let me... I am enjoying how fast you are. Oh, thank you. I often don't think I'm fast, but I guess it just depends on what it is. With markers, when you're doing that first layer, you want to be fast, because otherwise, if like too many of the edges start to dry, it gets like really, really patchy. You can actually see like up here, it's like a little patchy, but it's okay. The paper doesn't forgive. Yeah, you gotta go fast. Bro, I was literally just about to say it looked like the Daft Punk movie, right? Yeah, this exact like shade of blue, especially, I don't know if you guys saw, but I actually drew that character in one of my spreads because I went to see the movie. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I drew her for the July 2024. Ugh, I already love it though. The blue skin. It's really fun. And the thing about me is I use markers in a much more like paint by numbers kind of way. I'm too nervous to like, I mean, I sometimes I try to do like the actual blending techniques, but it's actually really hard. And I'm not very good at it. But maybe I can try. I already draw, then I took up crochet, and I can confirm it's killer on your wrist. Make sure to stretch. Oh no! Okay, good to know though. Oh my god, knitting is cool. I crochet as a hobby, and it actually really helps with my art block, you know, still having a creative outlook. Yes, sending good wishes on your knitting journey. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at, is like, it seems nice to have a creative hobby that's actually a hobby because I, of course, turned my other hobby into my job. So, and it seems really nice to be able to like make clothes or like, you know, accessories and stuff. I think that's, and knitting seems like a much more accessible way to do that as opposed to like learning how to sew. Because I definitely don't see myself ever really doing that anytime soon. It's looking nice, actually. Thank you. I've never seen the movie, but your sketch looks great. Thank you. I was going to clean today, but I didn't get everything finished. That's okay. There's always tomorrow. Low-key reminds me of The Fifth Element. Oh, yeah. I can totally see that, too. Man, that movie is... I love that movie. It's been a really long time since I've watched it, but I really like that one. Just like the sci-fi vibes, you know, when you see like a blue-skinned character. I like how you apply markers. It's the same way I do it too. Oh yay, I'm glad. I think because a lot of us don't like being constrained to one way to create. Totally. Keep telling myself I'll learn to sew. It's been years. Sewing is like it's a pretty daunting task, I think. And, you know, having like whether it be hand sewing or getting a sewing machine, it's just, yeah, it just seems really challenging. And learning, you know, how to read a pattern and whatever. I had tried to like, yeah, I bought a pattern on Etsy to try and make like a little bonnet, like a devil bonnet for Halloween last year, and I failed. It did not turn out cute. So now I'm thinking like maybe I can try and knit one. I think that seems a little bit more doable maybe. But we'll see. That's future me issue. Oh yeah, someone mentioned hair clips too. Maybe I can squeeze some in here, some like pearls. You guys know I love adding little hair clips. Okay. Love The Fifth Element. It's iconic, right? What was everyone's highlight of the week? Oh yeah, I would love to know. My highlight was probably the outing that I had with a bunch of my artist friends, and we went to a workshop and made little bunny and teddy bear keychains. It was super cute. random note, but just thought you should know that every time I pass the butt of the bread, I think of you now. That's amazing. I love that. For those of you who weren't here for the last live stream, I had asked everyone if they ate like the ends of the loaf of bread, you know, like sliced bread, like the butts, you know, the ends. And it's, you know, it's like it's an interesting topic because some people eat it and some people don't. And I'm kind of back and forth about it depending on the bread or like depending on where I'm at in my groceries. Sometimes I'll eat it, sometimes I don't. I actually use Copic markers in my art, and my favorite thing about them is that they can be refilled if the ink dies. Yeah, I do really like that. I think that's a great option to be more cost effective and to be more eco-friendly as well. So I do love that. My highlight was going to a restaurant with my mom. Love that. That's so sweet. Spending time with family. You know what? I will say these brush tips feel very nice. Very nice. Maybe I'll have to do like a side-by-side comparison at some point. Not like side-by-side, but in terms of like use the Copics with other brands just to like compare how they feel. Because it's hard to say right now. Like I don't know if I would be able to tell the difference, but... Highlight of the week was sleeping. Love that. Sleeping is great. Keep sharing your highlights of the week. I'm going to run to the bathroom again and fill up my water. I've been thinking of doing a theme for an artwork every month to keep me motivated, but I'm struggling to think of a theme. Do you have any ideas? That's exciting. A theme every month. Well, I decided for my theme for February is going to be Valentine's Day. Well, not kind of Valentine's Day, kind of not. I guess the theme to be more specific, I'm going with Love Potion. So it's like sort of Valentine's Day-esque, but in a slightly more sinister way, or cheeky way, I should say. But I know that's like kind of specific. But yeah, sometimes I like to think about just like what feels topical or what I'm gravitating towards lately. But if anyone has any suggestions for Brooke, let the chat know. Finished my February bullet journal, so I'm gonna go read for a bit. Drawing looks great, and I hope you enjoy your sushi. Thanks for joining. Enjoy reading. Oof, I'm making a sandwich. I won't, but I usually turn them into French toast. Ooh, that sounds good. Why does that marker sound kind of dry? Does it? I guess it does have a sound, but I'm not really sure if that's due to it being dry. I mean, maybe. I'm not, I don't know if I actually know what that sounds like, but maybe that is the case. The color payoff seems pretty nice though. The color doesn't seem like it's dry, but it's possible. I ate the last slice like a Victorian peasant, but it slaps with soup. I know, it does kind of give peasant vibes when I eat that last slice, when I eat the butt of the loaf. If you have Hobby Lobby, they might have Master's Touch markers. I try to get a decent amount when they go on sale. I don't have a Hobby Lobby, unfortunately, but yeah, I will say I'm like set for alcohol markers. I have a lot. But it's good for the chat to know, for sure. Highlight of the week was riding my favorite horse, Mia. Aw, that's so nice. The marker sounds fine with that non-forgiving paper. I guess that's, yeah, it might be a paper and marker combo thing. I love the pink and the blue. Thanks. Also currently going through a creative block and minor period of burnout. Just recently had my time of the month last week, and it had drained me emotionally. That is valid. You are deserving of a break, for sure. Okay, let's add the red. Let's do... little heart. Oh yeah, this red is like... this red is a bit more bit deeper, I would say. It seems. Which is good to kind of contrast this pink, I think. I guess her outfit can be red too. Not that we can really see much of it, but just the hints of it here. Yeah, let's just make everything red for consistency and like the... yeah. Fun. I recently got myself my first car, and I made my dad explain all the buttons while filming him so I can watch the videos and know what they mean. Congrats! That is a really big milestone. That's really exciting. For some reason, I'm getting Marceline and Princess Bubblegum Love Child. Oh yeah, I can see that. That's really cute. Love those girlies. It's like if they had a child. I'm loving these colors. Thank you. I'm going to go have some breakfast. Let's see if I get the butt of the bread or not. Enjoy breakfast. The colored pencils on top is going to be so cute too. It's low-key giving Toodles Galore from Tom and Jerry, like the vibe. Oh, I'm not familiar. Wait, I'm going to look that up. Toodles. Oh yeah! Oh my god, this diva. Yeah, love her. Cute. I totally see that. Yeah, filming your dad doing that, like filming your dad like showing you is so smart. It is. So then you, because it's so hard to remember everything just in one go. So yeah, big brain energy. Okay, I'm going to use the pink for the highlights on the bow. Pink. And then I think I want to use purple for some of these kind of shadowy areas, I think, on the hair, just to give it some dimension. We'll see what it looks like when it lines up, actually. I didn't really... I just sort of went for it. I didn't test it out, which would have been smart, but... living on the edge. It do be squeaky a little bit, eh? That was so Canadian of me. A. I feel like I need to use it for... Oh. That sound is not ideal. I don't know if I've ever noticed that before with my other ones. Interesting. ASMR. I have a question. Are you drawing what people request? I'm not. Not at the moment. I was earlier, but I'm not at the moment. I feel like this artwork could be a tattoo, like those retro tattoos. Oh, thank you, Pinup Girly. Yes. How is the weather where you live, everyone? Yes, for me, we are in winter, but today seems pretty chill. It was sunny earlier, and it's pretty dry, which is nice. But the sun is starting to go down now. Is this a render sketchbook? My markers make the same noise on this paper. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is the render sketchbook. So I guess that's just the noise it makes, which is not a big deal. It's not that bad. Okay, I think yeah, I think from here I'm good to use some colored pencils. Let's. If I feel like if I had like more color options, I probably would have went with a cool tone pink rather than this kind of corally color, just looking at it. But otherwise, she cute. I have a big storm. Oh no, that's not fun. Although, actually, if you don't have to go anywhere, the storm could probably be cool to look at from the comfort of your home. But if you have to leave and do stuff, then that's not fun. I'm gonna draw with you. Yay! I mean, I'm probably gonna head out soon, but happy to have you draw with me in the meantime. I gotta make sure I'm like not late to my dinner with my friends. Rainy and cold in London. Aw. Last week it was -4, but today it is 27. Wow, that is a big difference. Fun fact, in Belgium it rains more than 50% of the year. Wow, that is a lot of rain. Oh, don't forget her little mole. Cute. Maybe I'll give her one here too. The little one. She is looking so cute. Thank you. I'm getting that it's a new marker set for you. Yes, these two, I was sent these two Copic sets from Copic. And yeah, my first time using it. I did not end up busting out the grayscale, which is fine because honestly, grayscale is not really my thing usually. And you know what? I think because I already have so many grayscale markers from Ohuhu, I feel like I might actually give this away. I think I will do a random giveaway perhaps for my patrons, for the people who are on the physical rewards tier, because I'm sure that one of them will get more use out of it than I would, so. Because, yeah, I have enough markers to last me a lifetime, I'm sure. Well, I guess until they dry out, but you know what I mean. I'm actually in Mexico, so the weather is okay. Oh, that's good. She's so cute. Thank you. Had to step away real quick to do my Duolingo lesson. Oh my god, thank you for reminding me. I also have to make sure I do my Duolingo because turns out I used one of my streaks freezes yesterday, which I'm really annoyed by, but it's okay. It happens. But I'll definitely make sure to do that before I go out to dinner. For those of you who are coming in a little later, I'm going out for all-you-can-eat sushi. I'm excited. Ooh, I'm really enjoying the look of this, kind of like outlining the shadows here. It's kind of cool. Can't wait for the clocks to change so it will be lighter for longer. Yes, I absolutely hate daylight savings. It's so annoying. I also want it to be lighter longer. The grayscale would be cool for a creepy clown. Creepy but cute. That is true. I definitely should take advantage of the grayscale markers that I own. Maybe that can be another challenge, like a video challenge or live stream challenge. I did do that. I did do a grayscale YouTube video. Grayscale marker YouTube video a couple years ago, but yeah, that was like a couple years ago, so I'm sure I'm due for another one. I think actually, yeah, maybe for a live stream at some point. But for those of you who were here last live stream, you might remember that I joked about doing like you guys submit your fictional boyfriends and I would rank them, like tier rank them, and then draw some of them. I still really want to do that, but I didn't have time to do it this month because I would want to, like, obviously ask, you know, do the prompt, receive your requests, and then, like, I would need to, like, grab all the photos and, like, put them into a tier list and stuff. But hopefully I can try and do that soon. Actually, you know what? That'd be really fun for next month because it's, like, Valentine's Day and yada, yada, yada. So that could be kind of fun. So look forward to that. I'll make a post on... Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I will probably... Yeah, I'll do like a community post on YouTube, and then I'll probably do like a Instagram story and Patreon post so that everyone has a chance to submit their husbandos. Fictional boyfriends and husbands. Wait, do you have like a P.O. box? Just wondering. I do have a P.O. box. Do I have it in the description? I don't remember. I've kind of... Sometimes I have my P.O. box listed in my YouTube videos. Sometimes I don't. I don't think I have in a while, but I have it in like, I have it on my channel, on like the front of my channel, I think, or something. But In the case of COPIC, they had sent me an email and asked if they and asked to send it to me. Which reminds me, I haven't checked my P.O. box in a while. I should probably do that. Mostly it's for like, sometimes Patreon rewards get sent back to me. I think the blue outline really helps sort of tie everything together. She's really cute. Oh, those gray ones were my first Copic purchase. It's a good set. They'll love that giveaway. Yay, I'm glad. Perfect. The purple shadow in the hair really ended up looking great. Thank you. Yeah, at first I was like, ooh, did I make a mistake? But I actually really like it now. Kind of helps, yeah, bring the cool tones to feel cohesive with the skin. I have to go to sleep. I have school tomorrow. How good live. Thanks for coming. I'm probably the live stream is ending soon, so no worries. Have a good sleep. Sweet dreams. This is looking so good, Tina. The hair looks so fluffy. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I was hoping for, especially because, yeah, the pinup inspo, they are definitely known for fluffy hair. I wish. My hair could never. My hair could never look like this. I would need many extension. Which I'm pretty sure, I wouldn't be surprised anyway if Sabrina Carpenter has extensions when she has her big floofy hair. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself to make myself feel better. She also has like a professional team to do her hair and makeup, so. I like the way you did her hair. It reminds me a lot of Clamp manga art. So cute. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I love Clamp. I'm so sad that the Clamp exhibition is not going to be running when I'm in Japan, because I would love to see that. My friend got to see it when she was in Japan in the wintertime, and I'm very jealous. Which, by the way, for those of you who joined a little later in the stream, I announced I'm going to Japan again. Ah, so excited. Actually, I think I just... She looks so cute. I can't picture her green and looking zombified would be... Oh, I can picture her green and looking zombified would be such a cute looking, cool looking tattoo. Oh yeah, green would have been like, green could have been kind of Frankenstein vibes. And green and pink would be a cute combo too. Very like watermelon. And green and red are complements, like complementary colors. So that would have worked as well, for sure. My sister is going to Japan in April, so I'm going to be living vicariously through them while cat sitting for them. Oh my gosh, I'm going in April too. That's fun. Yeah, April is very popular time to go because it's like cherry blossom season. That's very nice of you to cat sit for them. Okay. Now the last thing, which is I'm not sure how it'll go, but I think I'm actually going to use some pink on her skin as like blush. Let's see. Okay, yes, I think that's actually pretty cute. It sort of like mixes and turns into purple. Cute. It's subtle, but it's cute. Yes. What is the logic behind it? Not really sure, but I think it works because it sort of helps tie the blue with the pink. Eat your heart out, zombie. Totally. Love it. Oh yes, I forgot to outline the little heartbreaker tattoo down here. All right, cute. I think that's pretty much it for today. So I didn't mention this, but I do have a discount code in the description for COPIC. I think it still works, hopefully, for 10% off if you guys are in the market for some COPICs. I started drawing again thanks to the stream. I love your drawing. Oh my god, yay! Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed drawing along. Let's I've done like a purpley pink for blush with a couple of my blue characters. It helps me differentiate the blush from the shadows. Oh yeah, exactly. So for those of you who came in a little bit later, I can show you the other drawing I had worked on earlier, which was Alucard from memory. Where is he? There he is. So I had also drawn Alucard from Castlevania from memory with the Acrea paint markers. I really like how he turned out, actually. He's exactly what I hoped he would be, which is ethereal. And then we got this gal. Two very different vibes. I just finished a portrait of a cute dog. Yay, it's the first fully rendered traditional drawing in a long time. Amazing! So happy to hear that. All right, so with that, I will leave you guys. Thank you so much for joining today. I will hopefully get to do another live stream next month. And if you haven't seen it yet, my Korea vlog part 1 is up. I worked really hard on it, so if you are interested in me keeping you company for a little bit longer, that is up on the channel. And yeah, with that, I'll head on out. Hope you all have an amazing day or evening, wherever you're at. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Jazz hands.